Well, things are not looking good for Jaguar. Their European sales are down like 97 point something %. I mean, who could have seen that coming? I did a couple of videos in like November last year when Jaguar made the announcement that they were going, I just gotta say gay. We're ditching the classic cars, we're ditching the legacy, and we're just gonna get a bunch of gender queers to sell these, I don't even know what to call them. They look like Technicolor fridges with wheels, I guess. So the internet came out and said, bruh, that looks gay. That looks totally lame, what are you doing? And the Jaguar people clapped back. Here's what I said about it last year. Jaguar came out with a new ad last week. An ad that looked like some gender fluid art student spilled a box of crayons and said, fantastic, we're bold, we're innovative, this is so avant-garde. And what did the internet do? Well, the internet did what it does best. They said, Faguar. And so Jaguar's boss, Rawdon Glover, comes out and says, this is vile, this is hatred, this is disgusting. How dare you? How dare you? And so the internet says, good sir, with just one backspace we shall best you. Raw Dong Lover. So Raw Dong Lover... I love the internet. Raw Dong Lover and his crew of sparkly shirted inclusion officers are not having a good time. And let me tell you, the COPE is amazing. That is what we're here to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. So we will do that right now. Let's go! Now, you might think I was being hyperbolic when I used that term sparkly shirted inclusion officers, but I totally wasn't. Remember this guy?
We're committed to fostering a diverse, inclusive, and unified culture that is representative not only of the people who use our products, but in a society in which we all live. And we're on a transformative journey of our own, driven by a belief in diversity, inclusion, creativity.
Yeah, well, it turns out Faguar's culture of inclusion might have been their very downfall. You see, Jaguar used their in-house marketing agency for this ad campaign, and they've since been fired. The strategy bombed so hard, the public reaction was so bad, that Jaguar's own marketing agency got axed.
In the brief, which was very simple, to the team that went on this journey and started this journey 4 years ago, they were asked to think like a startup. They were asked to think the unthinkable.
What a Freudian slip. They were, in fact, axed.
They were axed.
That was Raw Dong Lover being interviewed at like the launch of this new model, which they did at a fucking Miami art show for some reason. Now remember back just after the launch of this ad, Elon Musk tweeted at Jaguar, do you sell cars? And they ever so Britishly said, yes, we'd love to show you. Join us for a copper in Miami on the 2nd of December. Warmest regards, Jaguar. Well, it turns out, no, they don't fucking sell cars. Remember Nigel Farage? He said, mark my words, Jaguar will go bust.
Strikes me as being another Bud Light moment. I predict Jaguar will now go bust, and you know what? They deserve to.
Well, 7 months later, and Jaguar sales, in Europe at least, are down 97%. Now, Jaguar somehow had the gall to come out and defend this. And the way they did it is just, chef's kiss, unbelievable. They said, shut up, bruh. We don't even want to sell cars. I'm not even fucking kidding. They said we're not even trying to sell cars.
Jaguar sales have plummeted after their horrible rebrand with the whole sort of non-binary actors and actresses in the advert. No sodding car for most of it as well, and getting rid of their big cat logo, and they basically seen, this is stunning, a 97.5% drop in sales. They say it's because we didn't make any cars for a bit, we're rebranding to electric vehicles, but do the numbers add up?
Well, the numbers might add up, but the strategy doesn't. The strategy's fucking retarded. I mean, imagine saying we're just gonna stop selling cars for a year. We're gonna do this fucking horrible ad campaign, we're gonna piss everyone off, we're gonna piss off our our core audience, our core buyer. And we're not even going to sell the stupid fucking gay cars that we're advertising. Nor are we going to sell any other car. Like, you can't buy this fucking monstrosity until 2026. They haven't even given a fucking release date yet.
Now, when you have a brand like Jaguar, which was everything to do with muscle cars, whether it was Le Mans, whether it was actually going through E-types, everybody know what a sexy car an E-type was, and you aspired to that, and you had the slightly big and butch idea of this Jaguar. It's a Jaguar. It's not a fluffy kitten.
Yeah, he's right. Jaguars were always like luxury sort of muscle car sort of things. Maybe not muscle cars, but they were fucking epic. My grandpa had, I want to say, an XJ12. It might not have been a 12. It might have been a 6, but it was a nice car. And the kind of bloke that buys a Jag isn't gonna buy the genderqueer fridge. I'm sorry. Especially after a year of hiatus. I mean, imagine the bloke who wants to upgrade his car and he's always bought Jags. Suddenly there's none on sale, and the only one on the horizon is the one that a gang of androgynous artsy type puffs marketed. It's insane. I'm sorry, it's insane. So the Daily Mail says Jaguar declared woke rebrand is not to blame for plummeting sales, insisting the real reason is because they have no cars left to sell ahead of new range. And here's the other thing, right? What about the poor that work at like Jaguar dealerships? We're in the market for a new car at the moment, and we went down to the suburb, you know, the suburb everyone's got. It's got all the fucking car dealerships in it. Like every corner's got a major car brand sitting on it. We drove past a Jaguar dealership, and thinking back to it, I'm just wondering, like, what about the poor bastards on the floor? Did they all get laid off? Are they standing there twiddling their fucking thumbs? Are these poor guys on fucking commission? Anyway, Jaguar insisted the woke rebrand, heavily slated by some fans, is not to blame for the British motoring icon's plummeting sales. Sales appear to have nosedived. The firm's rebrand saw it replace the well-known badge in favour of a geometric J design, which lovers of the brand said looked like a logo on a handbag clasp. But the British car marquee, does that say marquee? Marquee? Has insisted the reason for the freefall in sales is not because of a lack of support or an image overhaul, but because it stopped making older models as it focuses on its relaunch with an all-electric offering. Defending the news, the firm said it was pointless to compare figures from 2024 to 2025, as Jaguar is not currently on sale in the UK. Well, that is retarded. A spokeswoman for Jaguar, see, there's your fucking problem. Old sparkly shirts hiring too many fucking chicks.
Diversity, inclusion.
She said Jag's transformation to a new portfolio of pure electric vehicles was announced as part of the reimagined blah 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 blah. All of the good Jags, the XEs, the XFs, the F-Type, the I-Pace, the E-Pace, came to an end in 2024 as part of that transition. Wow, transition seems to be the word of the fucking year at Jaguar. This comes ahead of its switch to battery power from 2026, and its dealers closed order books to new customers. Brilliant. Leaving Jaguar with no new cars on sale for what it dubbed a sunset period. When asked if it was a mistake to be taking a 12-month hiatus from the market, managing director Raw Donglover said it had always been part of a strategic decision. He said Jaguar wanted a firebreak period to give customers and dealers a chance to reset as we move towards this new era for the brand. It's unclear whether the brand's gamble, thought to be in a bid to attract younger, more environmentally conscious motorists, will pay off. However, global branding experts appear to be less than convinced, ridiculing the makeover and dubbing it a dog's dinner. So what do you reckon? Maybe Raw Donglover's onto something? I don't know. I doubt it. Are people going to be lining up to buy the gay transgender fridge car? Yeah, I don't think so. But I can't wait to find out. This has been a long arc, and I can't wait to see the end of it. Anyway, if you have any comments, leave them down below or at my Twitter. It's @bear_ing, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
Recession!